Hello, hello. This is the My Artifact episode number 2675. Today's date is 23 December 2022. It's almost like a 9 p.m. Yeah. So, what is exactly what I wanted to say is that maybe 16th December, I watched this movie Avatar. Okay. Avatar 2. Yes, The Way of Water. And today is 23 December. Okay, and I want to talk about this movie. like like are you really usually talk about things when you are actually fresh memory. If you watch this movie at 16 December, so obviously you have to record whatever the thoughts about this movie at 16 December. Okay, or maybe 17 December. You are recording in 23 December. Like like how? Why? Okay, so let me tell you one thing is that ki, as a movie experience, like what I'm trying to tell you ki, um, when you watch a movie, okay, and after you watch a movie, when you came, the movie is actually uh, think around your head. So everything you will see about this movie is good. But when you look this movie from longer perspective period of time, what is longer perspective period of time? It means after some sort of time, you seen that this movie you seen from another perspective and seen that it's the perspective is something really different. Like what I'm trying to tell you, like just an example is that when you went to the Flipkart and watched this dress that you like, okay, but when you buy that dress and when the delivery guy bring back that dress to you and when you open up that box and you see that, you cannot see the charm of that dress that you feel when you watch that dress online on the application on the app. Okay, so this is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, the impression is actually something really different and reality is something really different. Okay, so right now I am in that stage that I am actually very much real, feel about the real about this Avatar movie too, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so what is this movie and what is this thing? Okay, and how, like, let me tell you one thing about this. Let the Avatar movie, first of all, is a bad thing about Avatar movie that I don't like, that I don't like or something like that. Like, yeah, what I don't like. Yes, first of all, let me tell you one thing. Avatar movie, the first Avatar movie when I watched at 2009, it actually really impact on my life. Yeah, like I am recording this Artifact episode. The foundation of the Artifact episode is actually uh, actually bounded or rigged in this Avatar 1. Okay, like this is the first time I feel like that there is some sort of people who is actually record themselves about what does they do in every day. Okay, because of that in that particular planet they forgot their memory, so that's why they record. Okay, so this is the thought I came from that movie, and then after that I started this Artifact episode. So Avatar movie is actually very much big impact on me. Okay, and not just kind of like for just Artifact episode, this complete package of Avatar movie is so amazing, so good. Like basically is that I cannot imagine how amazing it was on that time in 2009. It was like that this movie is so mind blowing that I haven't seen this kind of stuff before. Like 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 I didn't really know who is the actor, who is the director. I didn't really know anything about it. But when I watched this movie first time, like my eyes was blown out. Like there is action, there is a graphics, there is a thing that wow, everything was super wow. Okay, it's just like that ki Avatar movie is not just kind of like a very very kind of like a very serious or very challenging, or it's kind of like a things that you don't understand. No, the story is actually going very simple. Okay, I'm talking about Avatar 1. Okay, the story is actually very simple. It's just like when you went to other planet, and there is a thought, like there is a people who were there called Navi. It's kind of like I'm not talking about the script and story. It's just kind of like a little bit of common thing. It's not a story which is actually not written before. Okay, like it's a very common story, just nothing that much. Okay, but important thing is that ki how they visualize that particular story and show it in kind of like a very creative way. And also, the one thing I'm gonna talk about this movie is that the highest selling point of Avatar movie, first movie, is the graphics. Is the graphics, the way that I see that movie. It was really, really amazing experience. Literally, legit amazing experience. I cannot forget that thing. Like I still remember that ki I watched this Avatar movie at Durga Theatre. Okay, in 3D. Okay, maybe this is the first time I watched 3D movie. Okay, Avatar movie was first. I don't know, but maybe like in 2009. Before that, I don't know, but this is the first time, maybe first time or maybe second time, I don't know. But I watched this movie. Okay, I remember the seat where I sit. I remember where I sit on the theater. Okay, and I also remember that it's actually it's afternoon. My parents are going to some sort of wedding, and then after that I watched this show, first day first show at 12 p.m. Okay, at Durga Theatre. Okay, because of that, this I remember those things. Because of that, this movie is actually impact on my life, impact on my experience and everything. So that's why Avatar 1 was really masterpiece for me, really masterpiece for me. And as also is that I am not the only one. I'm not the only one who is actually kind of like a very 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 good feel about this movie. There are so many people says that this movie was super masterpiece. Like whatever the adjective you wanted to use for this movie, you can use it. Okay, it's actually, I'm talking about Avatar 1. I didn't really reach out to the Avatar 2. I'm talking about Avatar 1. Okay. And it is everything was super massive, super amazing, super great. Okay, and at that time I didn't really know about what is the budget, and I didn't really know what is the graphics. I didn't really know anything about who is the character, who is the actor, who is, I didn't really know anything. This Avatar movie is complete fresh movie. Okay, and I watch it and I love it. I didn't really watch any trailer at that time. Okay, like there is a I like there is a Hollywood movie. I seen that poster. Okay, and it's in 3D. So I went there. I watched Khatam and I like it. It's just like epic adventure for me. Okay, then I watch. Then I look for that key. Why Avatar movie 1 is actually very big deal. Okay, then I found out that Avatar movie is very expensive movie in all time, in history, in entire world. First of all, another thing is that the everything that you see in this film is a computer graphics. The technology is not invented. The director James Cameron, he invented that technology. What is the technology? First of all, in 2009, I'm talking about 2009. Okay, there is a technology called motion capture. So what is a motion capture? Motion capture means like that in the computer. Okay, is there is a, like I wanted to create a cartoon character who is actually running from one place to another place. Okay, so what is my process? Is that I have to hire a cartoonist who can do cartoon. Okay, right. So that cartoonist who can draw a character, a cartoon character who is actually running. Okay, It's just like it's a single it's a single picture. Okay, then what does he do? He just like a he draw another frame, another picture of running from another lake. Like it's not has to be jitter na, so you have to be do some sort of kind of like a little bit of animation, that the leg while running na, the leg has to be moved. So he draws something really another position of, and then he draw another position, so he draw almost like a 4 and 5 picture. Okay, and then he moved that frame very fast, so it felt like that this character of the this cartoon character is running from one place to another place. So this is the uh, cartoon animation work before. Okay, but actually this is not actually workout. Okay, in the animation industry or any industry at all, uh, the running, it's kind of like a very simple task, but there are so many tasks, there are so many animation that you cannot draw typically. Because of that, कि as a like basically, let me tell you one thing, as a human expression, it has so many expression in our face that you cannot count. Sometimes you feel sad, but there are millions way to see a sad. Okay, and there are billions of people who look different while they are sad. Okay, so it's just like that कि you cannot you cannot draw the particular emotion in particular character. Okay, so what does they have to do? They have to capture the entire movement. Okay, entire movement of muscles, entire movement of things, body parts, like in the software too, what I'm trying to tell you, in the software, if you wanted to run a character from one place to another place, if you don't want it to hire a cartoonist, then you have to add a keyframe. So what is keyframe? Keyframe means like that the cartoon is just stable, but the character of the leg of the character is actually moved. So how does it move? You have to add a keyframe. What is keyframe? Keyframe means like that in particular period of time, the leg of that cartoon is moved from one position to another position. You have to set the keyframe, as also you have to set the time duration for moving leg from one position to another position. Okay, and you have to add so many keyframes because there is so many things are moving, like there is another leg is moving, hand, and then there is a finger. Okay, there are so many things, so you have to add so many keyframes. Okay, and there are so many things as also, and sometime while you are doing this thing, you forget about things, you forget about the keyframe. Okay, and the output result is not that you get that you want. Okay, so that's why the motion capture is really really important. So what is exactly the motion capture? So in this movie, I'm talking about Avatar 1. In this movie, the director of the movie named James Cameron, he decided that the alien he was showing, alien he was showing is Navi. Those are not real. Those are actually computer graphics. Okay, but he wanted to make that alien very close to the human face, very close to the human face. How does we feel something like that, that this alien is exactly like a human? How does we feel that? We feel because of his emotions, his acting, his the things that he do around the scenario. Okay, so what does he do? What does the director decided that he decided to capture the performance, the facial performance, as also the structural performance. Okay, the way that like this is not the cartoonist who draw a cartoon. No, it's actually a hire a actor who is actually act according to the script, and he has, and the actor attached with so many trackers. Okay, so many trackers who can track every position, every organ, every muscles. Okay, as also the facial structure, he capture everything. Okay, and this is the technology, first time this technology used in 2000. No, I'm in 2009. No, it's actually used in 2007, because in 2009 they released that film. So basically they actually invent that technology in 2005 and use in 2007, and and release in 2000 movie in 2009. So it was like a really masterpiece. It was a kind of like a really beautiful way, because before that no one is actually thought about this thing. Like, yeah, motion capture technology is actually available, okay, but people are not really use that. In the game people use that. Like in the games means like that ki in the game you can add some sort of tracker, but not that time. Like, let me tell you one thing, I'm talking about 2007, okay, or 2007, or maybe 2009, okay. Like, how many C games which has motion tracker at that time? No, nothing. Like, it 2009 means like that ki I was in 2000. 2009 means I am in 10th standard. Yeah, and at that time, which Hollywood movie do I know? Or Hollywood movie or game? No, it just nothing. I don't know anything. So at that time, like, I haven't seen that. Like, in 2009, I haven't seen any technology who use motion capture or motion capture performance technology at that time, which is actually very unique. Okay, and I also went for the internet, look for the things is actually what does they do, and it was really amazing, really amazing. It was that key, wow. Okay, so those are the information are put. Avatar movie, it added a value of Avatar movie 1. Okay, it added something that ki Avatar movie is completely masterpiece. Not because of the thing this movie is masterpiece, it's about the way that the director, actor, and every person in the team he's put lot of effort for making that movie. And it is actually a very piece of masterpiece. It's actually very piece of masterpiece who is actually put lot of hard work in it. And it is like, I don't know, like, I use so many adjective in this for this movie, but yeah, this is wow. This is wow, legit wow. Yeah. Because of that, this movie is actually revolutionary. Okay, revolutionary as also it changes the entire world. It changes the entire scope of scenario, that way that we see the movie. It's like James Cameron is not making a movie. Like, he's a fucking scientist who actually invent technology for movies, which is actually haven't been invented before. So it's like, wow, yeah. It just like like when I watched this movie in 2009, and when I listen about the things, they effort and everything for this movie, I just feel like that ki wow, yeah. Like, how much they did it, it just wow. Wow. Okay, so let's talk about Avatar movie 2. So how is Avatar movie 2? Well, is that ki the world is changed. Like, this is the first time I see the visual graphics first time in 2009. But when we are at 2022, every single movie has amazing visual graphics, literally legit, very amazing graphics. So Avatar movie 2, this actually like, this movie is actually stand out in 2022. Well, from the graphics perspective, yeah, it is like, this movie is wow. Okay, as also I wanted to hats off about the vision, because vision is really important. James Cameron has a very clear vision about how the movie it looks. The way that you see in the movie, you cannot see in the movie, you are seeing the from director perspective. Like, how does director wanted to show this movie, and this is exactly that you are feel, this is exactly when you, this is exactly that you see on this movie. Okay, from the graphics perspective, Avatar movie 2 is actually never really disappoint. It's always be wow. It's like what I'm trying to tell you now. Like, James Cameron is actually showing the world, which actually feels like that. Ki, like, what if this, like, my world, like right now I am living on the planet of the Earth, okay, but in the night, uh trees not blow, or like there is no light, okay, like did, like it just felt like that कि क्या हमने हम हमारी धरती को इतना बर्बाद कर दिया कि आज वो इतनी खूबसूरत नहीं है जितनी ये खूबसूरत पहले दी हुआ करती थी, या शायद वो जिस तरह से अवतार मूवी में दिखाई गई वो दुनिया, क्या वो दुनिया हमारी थी, या हम क्या हमारी दुनिया अवतार मूवी की तरह दिखती भी थी. It just felt something really off about our world, okay. Like this movie feels like so beautiful, like why I'm saying this beautiful word to this movie, because of that ki it is actually a beautiful, like this is actually like it shows actually like what I'm trying to tell you ki what is exactly the beautiful means to you, okay. So this is beautiful, this is beautiful, this is beautiful, this girl looks beautiful, like you cannot set up a standard, okay. Like if I'm saying this girl is beautiful, so in my perspective the standard of the beautifulness is actually at very higher. I'm giving that for Avatar 1, okay, because Avatar 1 has a even beautiful, but Avatar 2 is less than Avatar 1. And then after that, so in my standard of scale of beautifulness, Avatar 1 is always in the top, okay. But Avatar 2 is also really amazing. It is really really beautiful. Let me tell you one thing, let me tell you one thing, the way that the physics that they use, it's not about the animation, it's or not about the graphics, it's about the, I don't know, yaar, how should I explain this thing? There are so many things. Okay, like let me tell you one thing: the way that I'm seeing in that movie is not a real. This is not a real. Legit, not a single frame is real. Completely made by graphics. Completely made by computer. And it looks so realistic that wow यार, it just felt like that कि dude यार क्या है. And like why I'm saying this thing, because of that कि I usually very much interested in graphics, okay. I watch so many videos about graphics related video, okay, and I do know कि what looks really good and what looks not good, okay. So that's why I have a little bit of knowledge about the graphics and things like that, okay. One thing, another thing, so, and as also I, because of I do know about the graphics, I also know about the challenges for making these graphics, okay. Like what is the challenges? First of all is that the avatar, the character, it look actually like a avatar, okay. Like it looks really kind of like really typical to you, like a, yeah, it looks exactly like it. But the way that the effort that those guys are put in to make that exactly, what is it, it's I don't know how I don't know how should I explain this thing, okay. Dude, at the beginning now you decided that you have to talk about this, the things that you don't like, so you are talking about the things that you like, okay. Yeah, first of all let's talk about things I don't like about Avatar movie 2, okay. So if I compare Avatar movie 2 to Avatar movie 1, Avatar 1 is actually very very good in every perspective, story, graphics, everything. Not graphics, yeah, not graphics, but story perspective and the storytelling perspective, Avatar 1 is actually even better than Avatar 2. One thing, another thing, yeah, this is only one thing. The story is not like a, the way that I'm expected about this movie is that it gives you a kind of like a really okay vibe from the story perspective. Yeah, from the story perspective it gives you really okay vibe. But from other perspective, from the graphics and everything, it looks really great. It looks really great. Also, one thing is that ki, most of the people are not actually people who is actually very much into the graphics, or they didn't really know about the graphics, or they just know about this is the visual graphics. They didn't really know anything, so they just care about the story and things like that. So most of the people don't really like about that movie too. Yeah, so this is the problem. As also, Avatar movie 1 is actually the uh, actually highest grossing movie in the world. Okay, highest, like this movie on 2.9 billion dollar. Okay, it's the highest record, which actually broke at 2000 2019, when Avatar, sorry, when Avenger Endgame is released. Okay, so yeah, it has a really high standard. Oh, what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, yeah, but Avatar 2 is not okay, and as also Avatar 2 will not break the record of Avatar movie 1. Okay, and but storytelling perspective, uh, it is good because of that it has a sequel. Okay, like you feel little bit of that his story is not good because of that his story is set up. Okay, it's set up for Avatar 3 and Avatar 4. Okay, so that's why you feel that this story is not good. In Avatar 1, this is the complete package. This is the complete package of one movie. Okay, this actually feels like that this is the movie. But from Avatar 2 and Avatar 3 is actually very much sequel. Maybe Avatar 4, kind of like including this thing, I don't know, but it actually very much sequel. So that's why it actually set up for things is will happen. Okay, like example is that Avenger Infinity War is actually set up for Avenger Endgame. So that's why Avenger Endgame is actually cross one of the highest grossing movie in the world. Okay, so that's why Avatar 2 is actually set up for Avatar 3 or Avatar 4. So that's why most of people don't really like it from story perspective. But graphics, wow, 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 wow. How should I say wow? It's a always be wow. Yeah. So this is it. This is my review about this movie. As also, if you didn't really watch this movie, you have to watch this movie on 3D. Yeah, 3D. Yeah. It's like Avatar movie has to be watched 3D, and if you can manage to watch this movie on IMAX, dude, epic. All right, this is it. Thank you, Bhaja.